Cordial saludo. Procedo a presentar un resumen de la revista y artículo Geopolitical Tensions, OPEC News and the Oil Price, a Granger Causality Analysis, correspondiente a las tensiones geopolíticas, noticias OPEP y el precio del petróleo, análisis de causalidad del método Granger, elaborado por Dr. Antonio Fernandoy, Central Bank of Chile, y Carlos Medel. Para la materia Gestión Financiera, profesor Dr. Luis Eduardo Gama Díaz, MSc, taller número 3, correspondiente a la Universidad Militar Nueva Granada en la especialización de Alta, Gerencia, año 2024. Procedo a hacer la presentación del resumen después de haber hecho la lectura completa del artículo antes mencionado. The following is a summary of the aforementioned article, which initially develops an exposition of the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, OPEC, formed by Algeria, Angola, Republic of Congo, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, Iraq, Iran, Kuwait, Libya, Nigeria, Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, and United States of America, in Venezuela. OPEC is an organization recognized since November 6, 1962, by the United Nations, UN, whose member countries are the world's largest oil exporters. 43% of the world's oil production and 81% of the world's oil reserves are located in OPEC member countries. The article invites the reader to read a study based on the Granger causality method, which corresponds to a statistical test that checks whether the results of one variable serve to predict the other variable, and whether it has a unidirectional or bidirectional result, and which was used to define to what extent geopolitical tension, GT and N, supply shocks, and unexpected news in the OPEC and other major oil-producing countries affect the price of oil. A study conducted in the period 2001-2011, comprising 135 observations. It's important to take into account a notable impact of the 2008 September global financial crisis initiated after the bankruptcy of Lehman Brothers Investment Bank in the United States, a series of unrest during 2001 due to the September 11 terrorist attacks, 2003 Iraq War, medium 2005 Lebanon War, and the 2011 and 12 period Arab Spring. Geopolitical tension should be defined as the risk posed by tensions between states that affect the peaceful course of relations, which may be composed of threats plus realizations such as unrest, war, or terrorist acts. However, our unique measure of tensions also includes news related to the expansion of oil supply, which come in with the corresponding opposite side of geopolitical risks. This is the case with the new announcements about site discoveries and exploration, as well as public and explicit efforts to improve diplomatic relations between highly tense countries. Additionally, 3 hypotheses were analyzed. General geopolitical tensions, OPEC plus non-OPEC countries, and Granger news caused 2 current oil prices. Second question, does the same measure help oil price forecasts? And 3, the same is true for the dispersion of price forecast. The article shows a complete analytical process with figures and 10 specific variables. United Nations Oil for Food Program, United States relations with Libya and Iran, Iraq war and post-war period, Iran for Iraq war, terrorist attacks, Lebanon war, Arab Spring, use of the United States Strategic Petroleum Reserve, and new announcements on discoveries and site exploration and purely OPEC announcements. Among the results of the analysis, it's observed that the variable corresponding to geopolitical tensions and new takes at least 3 months to affect Brent oil prices and OPEC, non-OPEC countries. Given the importance of oil to both producers and buyers, the market works with forward contracts to reduce the uncertainty surrounding final prices, and only a portion of the deals are close to spot prices. The benchmark results suggest that all geopolitical news and tensions considered affect the oil price, its forecasts and the dispersions around those forecasts. In addition, non-OPEC news and tensions also influence current oil prices, as well as forecasts and their dispersion over the immediate time horizon. Finally, OPEC news and tensions are caused by oil prices and exhibit a feedback relationship with the dispersion of oil price forecasts. This relegates OPEC as a source of information for the formation of oil price expectations and ultimately generates a wider range of geopolitical tensions and news that affect actual oil price. To what extent geopolitical tensions in major oil producer countries and unexpected news related to OPEC affect global oil price? By means of I provide evidence favoring OPEC countries related news as an oil price driver jointly with supply disruptions, influencing short-term forecasts and reducing the consensus when unanticipated news are available. These results are obtained when considering all kinds of events measured, geopolitical tensions and OPEC-related news. When considering just OPEC-related news, the results show bidirectional causality between GT and N and expectations level and dispersion. Moreover, when considering the GT and N measured excluding the OPEC-related events, the result is plainly favoring that geopolitical tensions affect current level of oil price. Hence, the finding of OPEC as an oil price driver, while statistically significant, the baseline specification may not be considered as a robust one. Some similar qualitative results are found in Smith 2005, Ajali and Hüttner 2073-1994 period for OPEC behavior. The fact that results are robust to the whole set of hypotheses using the combined measure and whole sample indicates that the joint interaction of these unexpected events shape the forces that would apply influence of price. These results are important since oil has been long-standing important commodity worldwide for an incommensurable number of reasons. Large fluctuations of its price are associated with detrimental welfare effects for both producers and consumers. Further research may consider a forecasting model for the GT and N variable, alongside an analysis of a modern spectrum of news that may indirectly affect the oil market. A special candidate series are those related to political developments surrounding OPEC members and other oil producers such as Russia and the USA. This article suggests that in order to keep track of price dynamics, it is recommended to follow geopolitical tensions and to coordinate actions of the associated major producers. This task is easier said than done since it relies on non-market signals and other externalities that are not necessarily based on purely economic-based logic. Finally, we can conclude that the political situation and international relations and their problems generate an important impact on oil prices, regardless of whether they correspond to OPEC or non-OPEC countries. so that this market varies from day to day and is susceptible to price variations. So we could say that the so-called OPEC cartel loses a little its justification because other major forces worldwide are making the pricing of its volatility. So the financial manager must be very alert to these changes and update news to make the best decisions and to know the market conditions in the oil and gas sector. It's true that OPEC sets decisions, such as the 3 consecutive cuts in 2023, reducing production by almost 2.5 million barrels per day, which in the end have an impact on the price of oil. So its influence on oil decisions worldwide cannot be ignored. Thank you.